Phoenix Books presents
Beauty by Susan Wilson. Cromptons have always been patrons of Millers. For centuries in England and since 1635 in New England, the aristocratic Crompton family has sat for formal portraits painted by Miller artists. My ancestors were good at what they did. Their works are important enough in antique art circles to warrant hanging in small museums in this country and England. One, a portrait of Neville Crompton, even hangs in the Yale Center for British Art in New Haven. Yes, Cromptons have always been patrons of Millers. My father held out the letter in a hand that shook a little with the tremor he'd had since my mother died. I scanned the Type 2 paragraphs, brief and to the point. I thought the Crompton line had died out. No, this must be the son of the man my father painted. Too bad he's decided to follow the tradition. He's out of luck. Why? Alix, you know I'm no portraitist. I did know. The bold talent which flourished over the course of 400 years had been diluted and had grown weak. My father was not gifted, and although he could do a credible job, there would never be anything remarkable about his painting. So what are you going to do? Break with tradition? My father took back the letter, squeezing it along the fold. You go. You're the real artist in the family. I remembered then the first time my father had seen my work. Not the art projects of an adolescent, but my first real attempt at disciplined art, a portrait of my mother. I'd worked on the charcoal sketch in secret, drawing my mother's youthful face from memory, trying not to reproduce her recent pain and withdrawal. He'd held the small picture out at arm's length. A curtain fell across his gray eyes, and his face became unreadable as he studied the sketch. Then his eyes cleared, and he held me close. You take the commission, my father repeated. You know I dislike portraiture. Dislike doesn't count. He stuffed the letter back into the tissue-lined envelope and tossed it into a pile of mail. He's offering good money. Since my layoff the previous fall from the private girls' school where I taught art appreciation, my father had financially supported me in my attempt at making a go of being a full-time artist. It was a trade-off. I attended to his household needs, and he paid my rent. I touched one finger to the envelope. I'll go for you, but I think you're wrong. Surely you can do a portrait? He hunched over the kitchen table, pressing his hands.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?